So, moving on, we have the original L5100, okay? So, this is the flagship Honeywell wireless system. It was the first upgrade from the L5000. It brought Wi-Fi communications to the table. It brought the Z-Wave module to easily add thermostats, Z-Wave lights, and Z-Wave locks to the system for automation. And it brought the reboot option so that right from programming, you can go into test and reboot, which is very handy when you're doing your programming or troubleshooting your system. Makes it a lot easier to reboot the panel. We talked about how the L5000 doesn't do that. Nice little addition to this panel, okay? Still works with all the same sensors and supports, again, Wi-Fi, hardwired internet connection, and cellular. The cellular is 2G, 3G, 4G capable, and it does Z-Wave. So big advancements compared to the L5000. Now we move over to the newer L5100. Okay, you can tell when you have the new L5100, the big difference is the color around the screen. You can see that this one's all white, whereas this one still had the older gray screen. You can see the buttons, okay, have been depressed into the plastic, more uniform flush mount devices, buttons there. You have the slits for the lighting, for the arming and the disarming, whereas you had the squares here. So, you know, just by looking at it, you can pretty clearly tell that you have the newer LYNX L5100. The big advantage of this system is that it works with the garage door control. So if you add a 5822T tilt sensor to your overhead door, or you add a 5816 wireless sensor wired into a hardwired overhead contact, then the system has a zone for a garage door. It will know if the garage door is open or closed, and then by adding the 5877 wireless relay module, you actually can control your garage door right from the panel. The sensor on the door will alert you and show you whether or not the zone is faulted. Then you'll know if the door is opened or closed. When you press the garage door button, then the relay module opens and closes the door. So that was a nice little advancement, and the reason that they went from the L5100 with the gray to the white screen. Okay, so that's really the main difference. This one does Wi-Fi, hardwired internet, and cellular communications, and of course supports the Z-Wave module. So those are all of the first LYNX touches: L5000, 5100, newer 5100.